Hi, welcome to Boards360. Today we're going to be reviewing the Alone Captain. So, the Alone Captain. Alone, great brand from Basque Country, known for the most user-friendly, high-performance, most affordable surfboards on the market. And they do that by optimising the manufacturing process to reduce costs, but also keeping an eye on the materials as well. Ideal for someone looking for their first performance board, maybe someone on a tighter budget. And yeah, they're great quality boards. So, and this is the Captain from the Alone range. It's been designed to go for that title of the one board quiver. So something that will go well in small mushy surf, maybe summer surf, but would also perform well on a nice clean point break. How does it do that? Well, it does that really by generating a lot more of the volume, or putting a lot more of the volume into the nose area. So this will then give you a lot more volume to get into the waves more often. And then on the other end, we've got a nice pintail, and that's there to give you nice sharp turns, allow you to go from rail to rail, and get the performance out of it. So let's just go through the details of the board bit by bit. So on the nose, you can see there, as we said, it's got quite a nice wide nose on it. Plenty of volume up front there for you to catch the waves. I'll talk about that in a minute. In terms of my experience, as we come through the rest of the board, they're fairly wide, but actually it narrows off through the tail, and that actually gives you a nice bit of performance. I'll go for the rails in a minute, but especially coming through to the tail, which is a nice pintail. Rail wise, you can see there, but it's a medium rail. There's enough there to get some hold on the wave. But not too much that's going to catch you out, so it'll be quite forgiving. And then rocker wise, you can see there's a bit there, it's a little bit through the nose, and there's a little bit through the tail, but yeah, it's certainly not the most rocker board. So now let's have a look at the bottom. So the concave wise, you can see at the top here, there's a reasonable amount of single concave going through. That'll help keep it planing through the flatter spots. And then as we get closer to the tail, you see that slightly increases. There's a little bit of double concave in there as well. Okay, fin system wise, it's got the 5 fin slots. So you can either go for a standard thruster or the twins, or however you want to play around with it. Graphics wise, nice and simple. It's got a few little elements on there. Got the nice Alone branding, but fairly clean, nice and white. It's got the Captain on there as well. So this comes in standard PU, which I'm sure you know about. Then we've got the EPS, the EPS hybrid, which is effectively EPS core. It's got a stringer and obviously then fiberglass over the top. And then we've got a pure EPS, which has got the carbon strips down the side, both rails, and there's no stringer in there, so that's fully EPS. So again, that's going to perform quite differently. It's going to have a much stiffer feel to it. All of the Alone boards come with fins, so you can upgrade those if you want. They're pretty decent fins, the ones that they come with. So yeah, feel free to upgrade those if you want once you've got the board. This one comes in anything from 29 litres all the way up to 57 litres. That's covering the 5'6" length, is obviously the smaller litre, all the way up to a 6'10". So quite a wide range of lengths and volumes, but pretty much there to cater for anyone in terms of size. So who's it ideal for? Well, it's ideal for either someone looking for that one board quiver, and that's either because they've got a limited budget or they're going travelling or whatever it might be. This is great for that because, like I said, it will perform in small waves, but it'll also perform when the conditions pick up. It's also great for somebody that's looking for their first step up into a performance board. So it's great because it's got a lot of features on it which will give you that performance with the turning and the rest of it, but it will be quite forgiving as well. So it'll allow you to get into the waves, and the rails will be nice and forgiving, nice soft rails to help you get into the turns and not catch you out too much. Or it's someone looking for a performance board but has a tighter budget or needs a board that's going to be able to paddle into waves easier for whatever reason. So that's who it's going to be suitable for. In terms of how it rides, so I rode this up at Surf Snowdonia a few months back. Had a great surf up there. I basically went to ride this, to test it out, but also I was having a little bit of a wobble with my with my pop-up. So I needed something that was going to give me some confidence to get into the waves, and this was perfect for that. Got me in super early, which then meant that I had plenty of time to get to my feet and then set myself up for the ride. I was a bit concerned that once I was up and riding, it might be a bit too stiff, might not be so manoeuvrable on the waves, but I was really surprised. This was so nice on the turns. You could really crank it through the turns, really get a lot of speed up on it as well. I was really impressed by how well it surfed. It's not going to be, you know, if you're looking for something that you're going to be, you know, throwing around, doing loads of airs and stuff, it's not for you. This board is for somebody that's looking for something that will get them into waves early and also allow them to just crank some really nice turns, really upgrade their performance. Great board. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Thanks for listening. See you soon.